Hi everyone, thanks for joining us this afternoon. It's Hayley here, and I'm just going to run through our business partner program. If anybody does have any questions, please do type them below in the questions box there, and we'll get back to you, but we will have some time for Q&A as well at the end. So to go through our business partner program, which will basically help expand your business services and build a recurring revenue stream. So the plan of our business partner program is to provide you with a more comprehensive knowledge of everything Unleashed to enable you to provide your clients with the support and insight they need to make better business decisions. Here's the agenda. So we'll go through, Rehan will do an Unleashed demonstration, how Unleashed will help your clients. We'll go through the benefits of the business partner program, Unleashed trained consultants. We'll hear from Rhys of Viridity as to what it's like to be an Unleashed partner. There'll be a section for frequently asked questions, a Q&A, and some more information.
Hi everyone. Thanks everybody for joining us today. So I'm just going to go through today a bit about Unleashed and where we've actually come from and what we actually do as well. Just to sort of introduce myself, I'm a solutions architect at Unleashed Software. I'd just really like to sort of give, first of all, a synopsis on where we actually have come from. Unleashed was really founded with the realization that there was something lacking in the inventory space, in the inventory management space. So Unleashed was developed with the idea that we could put inventory management in the cloud. In 2009, we integrated with Xero, and as you most of you all know, you then had a comprehensive solution that you could demonstrate or give to your clients that would be able to accommodate for accounting through Xero and then inventory management with Unleashed. So coupled those two together, we did a global release in 2010, and obviously with the help of Xero, we were able to pioneer that realization that SaaS would be the best solution for small businesses going forward. We now have we have users in over 80 different countries, and which is currently expanding as we speak as well. So we constantly talk to partners and customers on a constant basis from all different regions. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just sort of play a small video of what Unleashed is all about.
This is Bob. Bob owns a thriving import-export business, shipping toys all over the world in and out of his warehouse. Bob's warehouse is the center of his business, so he needs to know exactly where his stock is every day. This is Sally. Sally is Bob's accountant. Sally suggested that Bob uses Unleashed to manage his inventory. Unleashed is powerful cloud-based inventory management software. It gives Sally and Bob unprecedented visibility over Bob's inventory. Sally can collaborate with Bob in real time to identify important business trends and monitor stock turnover. It's as if she was right there in the warehouse every day. For Bob, this means Sally is now much more than just an accountant. She's his trusted advisor across every aspect of his business. Unleashed, powerful inventory management software that you and your clients will love.
So from that, we were able to just have sort of a brief insight on what Unleashed can do. How can Unleashed help your clients really? So when you do go and see all of your clients, I'm sure that you are looking into the processes quite comprehensively, and you're able to see sort of the lack of efficiency in certain areas. That's why you're seeking other solutions. So Unleashed really just gives you a central hub where you can really centralize your supply chain and purchasing and invoicing requirements. So it really, as opposed to the periodic solutions that have normally been around for the past 10 years or so, Unleashed is a perpetual-based solution, so it aims to gather accurate and real-time accounts of stock on hand in real time. So whether it be creating a PO or whether it be creating an invoice to a customer, you're always going to have a perpetual stock on hand update within Unleashed. And one of the key differentiating factors between us and other solutions there is the reporting analytics as well. Because what you'll find is that when you talk to your clients, that not only do they need to manage their inventory through an efficient PO and invoicing type system, but they need to be able to report and develop reports based on their current processes, and also be able to generate, say for example, you've got your sales margins. You'd like to see how many sales you've made to a particular customer over a period of time. You can really customize that in Unleashed, and also utilize our dashboard as well to keep up to date every time you actually log in. And also in terms of when you think about small businesses, the whole idea is for them to actually expand as much as they can and gain more business. So a lot of the customers that I talk to on a daily basis basically need a requirement to have multiple warehouses and to be able to purchase their raw materials from suppliers that are maybe in China, India, or the States. So we take into account multi-currency, multi-location as well, which is very important. And at the same time, providing this ecosystem. So I'm guessing that you're all quite aware of the ecosystem that we are a part of. And that ecosystem, when you talk to your clients, would be, say, for example, a combination of Xero and Magento, just to name a few, that you would actually provide as a solution that would provide to your business. Okay, so going back to what I was saying before about talking to your clients, I talk to a lot of businesses, and every day when I ask them about how they utilize their current inventory management, or what they actually use, they constantly say that they use either a very standard desktop solution, but most of the times it's spreadsheets. So and it can be very cumbersome, as you know. So a lot of businesses are actually turning over a great deal of money in terms of the business, and they need something that's very intuitive and efficient and just really simply easy to use as well. So when using Unleashed, we get certain comments like this, which basically lets us know how much more efficient it can actually be. To give you a brief idea on the Unleashed flow, as we call it, so a typical solution, and a lot of our customers are actually using this, is Unleashed integrated with Xero. It's very straightforward, very simplistic. So whether it be a purchase order, so if a business creates a PO to replenish any of their stock items, what will happen is that purchase order will be generated in Unleashed. It will be sent off to the supplier. And once the goods have been receipted into the warehouse, it'll update your stock on hand. And as soon as you complete that purchase order in Unleashed, in real time, that gets passed into your balance sheet into Xero. So you can see how that really flows quite easily. So I think the main idea here is to actually to relay to your prospective clients, if you were to talking to them, that whole new system on how data is actually flowed. So where Unleashed is a central hub for your procurement and your supply chain needs, and Xero is really the area where you're controlling your accounting and processing those transactions. So that works the same thing with invoices. When a customer comes into, whether the customer comes into the store or customer calls up the business and says, I'd like these particular items, you'd create a sales invoice within Unleashed. And once you complete that sales order, it'll update your stock on hand, which in essence taking that stock out, and pass that customer invoice into your balance sheet, into your accounts receivable in Xero. And that whole happens all in real time as well. And likewise with any stock adjustments that are actually made. So For example, we've got quite a few customers that do stock adjustments if they find damaged goods or extra stock from their suppliers. So obviously, when you're amending any stock on hand, you're adjusting the value of a stock of that particular SKU in the business. So that needs to be reconciled into your balance sheet as well. So that works quite nicely because that's reconciled directly into your balance sheet. So it works really nicely with Xero, and the majority of our users in Unleashed are using that integration with Xero. One thing I actually really like about it is the mobility aspect as well. We have a lot of our customers, for example, taking an iPad like this down to their warehouse and doing a stock adjustment, or even a stock take for that matter. So instead of, if you think about the time that it takes to go with the account sheet, enter in all of the different stock items you have and record any variances that you may see, and then coming back to your desk to actually enter that data into the computer, as opposed to if you were to take an iPad and do that in real time. So whether it be doing that on the go or even creating a sales invoice, you may come across businesses that have salespeople that need to create sales invoices and quotes on the road when they're seeing clients. They can do that as well through Unleashed by just using an iPad or a laptop if they had one. So very flexible and robust in that sense. So this this slide really represents how flexible and robust we are in terms of integrating with other solutions as well. And it really gives you sort of an insight in terms of the ecosystem at the same time. So Unleash would really be that central hub, as I was saying before, to maintain your inventory system. But you may come across a business that is a wholesaler in fruits and vegetables, and they're currently utilizing spreadsheets, and they just need a really nice, efficient way of doing things. So the perfect solution would be to incorporate Unleashed and Xero. If they wanted to expand their business and incorporate another sales channel, for example, an online element to their business, we integrate with Magento, which is an e-commerce platform that basically a customer can come online, select what fruit and vegetables that they need, and then an invoice would automatically be populated in Unleashed and then be pushed into Xero. So you can see as the business expands and goes into other areas or other areas of maintaining their business, we can really accommodate for that through our open API. So it's really quite flexible, especially in the SaaS and ecosystem that we're a part of. And one of the really key features as well is that when you log into Unleashed, you have access to this dashboard, which really gives you a good overall view of your profitability and your sales. And we get constant feedback like that from our existing customers, where you can actually see where your inventory lies and what it's actually doing and what you actually need to amend going forward as well. Okay, so that was sort of a brief overview. So hopefully all of you got that in. So Hayley, are you there?
I am. If you could just hand back the presenter rights to me. All right, thanks very much for that. We'll continue on and talk about our business partner program. Thanks again, Rehan. Okay, so in going through the benefits of our business partner program, as I said, there will be time for frequently asked questions and Q&A at the end, but if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the questions box. So what you'll receive as part of the business partner program will be recurring revenue, so a 20% reward on every Unleashed software subscription that you sign up for your clients. You'll be able to extend the services that you offer, so whether you're an accountant, a bookkeeper, or a business consultant, you can see inside your client's business and offer timely advice. So this will enable you to increase the overall value and service you can deliver. a helping hand to get started. So it might take a few weeks for your consultants to complete the Unleashed University, but we'll help you to get your first 2 clients on board as part of our service. So if you require assistance with further implementations after this point, our experts are available to work with you for a fee, but we can discuss this later. We'd like you to easily manage your Unleashed clients. So all your clients will be managed through an Unleashed partner portal, and you'll be able to access their accounts at any time. We're also offering you lots of support, so if something happens, you won't be on your own. Our support team knows all there is to know about Unleashed, and they're only an email away. So you can just email support@unleashedsoftware.com. Also, our online support community is also a great place to learn from partners and clients who've asked similar questions or been in the exact same pickle as you. So always have a look there, including for feature requests as well. Sales and marketing resources. So the Business Partner Resource Library is now accessible via Unleashed University. It will contain presentations, sales and marketing tools and other training materials to help you help your clients. In regards to website listings, once you have an Unleashed trained consultant on your staff and at least 1 client using Unleashed, you can be listed as an Unleashed business partner on our website. And to keep your listing live after the first 12 months, you will need to have a minimum of 3 active Unleashed clients and 1 trained consultant. We'd like to promote your success as well. So we want you to be as proud of your work as we are. So if you tell us about a customer implementation that you're proud of, we can take it from there. We'll write up the case study and we'll publish it on our website, as well as on your business partner profile, making sure the part you played is recognised. And we do get a lot of requests, but we promise to do our best to cover as many as we can each year. You'll also receive accredited training. So the university, the online management system will guide you through everything Unleashed, starting with the basics. The concept of using and setting up a new account will also be covered, and training resources extend right through to the advanced, so scoping, troubleshooting and beyond. And along the way you'll be awarded qualifications that you can proudly show off to your clients. Unleashed trained consultants. So there'll be 24/7 access to the Unleashed University, so you can learn at your own pace, in your own place. It will deliver everything you and your team need to know to sell, set up and support Unleashed. The content is constantly updated, it's mobile friendly, interactive and fun. Everyone that completes the training will be awarded our trained consultant certification and badge. If you have a trained consultant and an Unleashed customer on board, that'll give you a ticket to being listed on our website as a certified Unleashed business partner. Here's a brief overview of the path to certification. So step 1 will guide you through Unleashed. Step 2 is the basic business partner courses. Step 3 is the intermediate business partner courses. And step 4 is the advanced business partner courses. We'd like to keep you up to date, so there'll be new feature training, so advanced notification for partners and training for all new features that are released. So that means that you'll have time to upskill before the feature is released to your clients. And also there'll be annual recertification required. So this will ensure the integrity of the business partner program across all partners, and you'll be required to brush up on your Unleashed skills annually. So you'll have 12 months to be qualified. So recertification is required to maintain your business partner listing as well. All right, so now we're going to hand over to Rhys. We have a few questions. He's one of our valued partners here at Unleashed, and I'm just going to see, Rhys, are you on mute there?
Can you hear me now?
Hi,
Hi,
yes,
hey, got me?
can hear you. Yes. So
Yeah,
we
lovely.
have a few
Good afternoon.
questions. Oh. We have a few questions for you, Rhys, and then if everybody is able to type their questions on the right-hand side for Rhys, if you have any questions, we'll go through and discuss anything to do with Rhys and his experience with us individually. So Rhys, when and why did you choose to become an Unleashed partner?
Okay, thanks. Look, I set up initially as a zero partner about 4 years ago and decided to become an Unleashed partner pretty quickly after that, so maybe 3.5 years ago. And we did that mainly because the type of clients we wanted to work with were slightly larger than you could adequately support with zero on its own. Typically businesses that maybe had you know, a warehouse and they were distributing product or they were selling online or that sort of functionality that zero couldn't provide. So we had a look at the add-ons available, assessed a number of them and really liked Unleashed as a product and signed up to become a partner.
Fantastic. So what are some of the benefits that your clients have gained so far from using Unleashed?
Look, A lot of clients, I think, as mentioned earlier, that a lot of clients maybe come off running spreadsheets, so they don't have current data. Their records are often quite accurate. Once you put Unleashed in, then they get real-time accurate information about what their stock on hand is. They can not only see that they've got 10 widgets on hand right now, but they've got 20 more arriving on a purchase order from a customer next week. So they're getting much better visibility. It allows businesses to make that transition from the point where the owner of the business knows everything that's going on and keeps it all in his head, or at least thinks he does, to the point whereby different people can manage different parts of the business, and Unleashed helps them put it together. So it enables clients who then implement Unleashed to actually grow their business.
Excellent. And how do your clients feel about our reporting that we offer?
Look, I think the out-of-the-box reports in Unleashed are pretty good to start with, but the grid function now, that you can actually both use any sort of the grid views to filter or reformat reports. You could have a report writer built in, which is really easy to use, which I know clients love. And then you can dump that data into Excel and actually do lots more analysis and reporting out of Excel. So really good functionality. We've got a client at the moment who'd been struggling with it for ages with doing commission reports for their reps, and they just flag every sale by rep, and they can do their commission reports now in literally a few minutes. So it just saves them heaps of time.
Excellent. It seems pretty good. So what are the benefits that you gain by having your clients use Unleashed?
I mentioned at the beginning there that we wanted to work with some slightly larger clients. As a practice, we're not a tax practice. We sit somewhere between sort of bookkeeping, management accounting, really doing the same sort of things that the CFO and an accounts department would do in-house in a sort of medium or larger organisation. And Unleashed is one of the products that enables us to work with those sorts of clients. It's moving away from just having a P&L and balance sheet out of zero, to providing a solution that lets clients have the tools they need to run their business. And the benefit for us of that is that we can work with those sorts of clients. So we're working with larger and more complex clients, clients with a larger budget who can afford to pay more fees, which obviously is a benefit to us. It's more interesting, it's more fun, and it's enabled us to grow our business.
Excellent. Sounds really good. So I guess that leads me into my final question, offering cloud solutions. So how has offering cloud solutions outside of accounting enabled you to expand your business and offer your clients a more rounded, complete service?
Sorry, Haley, I should have read that next question ahead because I think I've just answered it. But I can add some more to that. So
outside of just Unleashed and Zero,
sure.
I mean, in the ecosystem, how's that enabled you to help expand yours and other people's businesses?
I think two things on that. The first one is that I think in the video a few moments ago, we saw the clip there of the accountant and the word collaboration coming up. And I can remember sort of 4 or 5 years ago, people talking about collaboration with cloud apps in terms of large organizations, being able to collaborate internally. But for me, the real joy of cloud is being able to collaborate with clients where they can buy in, not a visit from myself, one of my staff, for half a day, once a month or whatever, but for 5 minutes every day or half hour on a Friday or whatever they need. We can literally log in, remove travel time, and we can actually be inside the business with them, advising them on how to run their business. We see so many small clients, as lots of accounting practices do, whether the clients have got a really good skill set in what they do, whether it's web design or importing widgets or whatever that happens to be, but their back office skills are really pretty limited. They really don't get accounting and they make a mess of it. And trying to go in there and fix it up at the end of the quarter is not a good solution. We can actually be in there with them and help them get it right real time. So that's the first one, is that ability to collaborate real time with clients. The second thing is that by having Unleashed in the cloud, it means that not only can you then sync that with Zero, you can also sync it with other applications they need. And there's been a couple of mentions already of Magento. Probably, I'd guess, half the clients, maybe more actually, 2/3 of the clients that we've got running Unleashed are also selling online, either with Magento or some other e-commerce application. And as an accountant, you know, I'm not an IT guy. I don't have particularly good IT skills, but we can work with the web designers to actually get that integration working, and looking at it from a business perspective in terms of how that e-commerce solution plus Unleashed plus Xero delivers them a business solution. So you know, it's a tool that gives us the ability to deliver really good solutions to clients.
Excellent. Well put, Rhys. Thank you very much. Do you have anything else that you'd like to add from your experience over the years with Unleashed?
Look, no, I think I've covered everything there. I mean, you guys are great to work with, but you know, what else would I say?
Oh, thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Rhys? Sarah, I'd have to ask you to facilitate that because I can't actually see if there have been any questions along the way.
Sure thing, Hayley. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah, me too, Sarah.
Excellent. So we do have one question that's come through for Rhys. It's from Matt, and the question is, what extra revenue can you generate with the use of Unleashed per month?
Oh, look, that's a hard question to answer. Obviously, you know, every time you sign up a client and they're paying, you know, I don't think we've got any clients on likes, so you've got clients either paying, you know, roughly $100 or $170, you know, for ballpark figures per month, so you're getting a commission stream off that. Much more significant to me is the recurring revenue that we get from services. So we've got a couple of clients who notwithstanding what I said a few minutes ago, have got a really good skill set in house, and they don't need us. All we get from them is the margin on that software. But they're few and far between. The majority of clients we've got on Unleashed need some sort of support on a fairly regular basis, and so we have some of them where we're providing support on an hourly basis. Most of them we've got them on a fixed monthly fee, and that support covers both you know, sort of how to support on the product, but also management accounting advice, and you know, helping them understand what's happening in their business. So I can't really unpack it. I can't say that, you know, this bit of the support relates to Unleashed and that bit relates to Xero. Once we put that package together for somebody who's running a business that's either distribution or some sort of you know, light assembly or manufacturing, it really becomes a, you know, a sort of a complete integrated solution. So I can't really answer the question in detail. Sorry. Is that okay?
That's fine. I think sorry, Sarah.
Oh, no, you go ahead, Hayley.
I was just going to say, I think it's quite broad as to, in terms of giving a specific dollar figure, it's really difficult. But I think across our partner range, there would be somewhere between $75 per hour to up to $250 per hour, depending on how complex the scenarios are, how technical, and I guess who else needs to be involved, so web developers, etc. So it really is dependent on those particular clients, and so that makes it difficult to say how your business will grow after time with Unleashed clients, with Xero as well. So it is difficult to quantify, definitely.
I'll actually just pop one comment back in there in terms of those hourly rates. I would certainly say that if you've got the expertise to be advising clients on a product like Unleashed, I would not even contemplate being at the lower end of that range. I would think that realistic rates, if you're running Unleashed and providing advice to clients, would start, you know, well over $100 an hour and up to the sort of range of the, you know, 250 or so that you mentioned, or higher indeed.
Sure. Excellent. Are there any more questions, Sarah, that have popped up?
No, there aren't any more questions that I can see. If we give everybody just a minute or two, if you do have a question, pop it through on to the question board. Oh, yep, I've got another one pop up here. Does Unleashed link directly with Xero, so there are no additional costs apart from the Xero and Unleashed monthly fees?
In a word, yes. Hayley, you might want to comment on this because it's a sort of Unleashed question as much as mine. But in terms of the subscriptions there, yes, you pay the subs to Unleashed, the subs to Xero. There's no additional costs in terms of software whatsoever. Same thing if you're running Magento, there would be no additional costs there to sync from Magento to Unleashed. If you're using some other e-commerce platform like OzCommerce or BigCommerce or whatever, the client might then have to also pay for an integration solution from someone like OneSaaS. But you can check all that out with the client in advance and actually see exactly what bits of software you need and identify all the costs before you sign the client up.
That's right. So we do offer scoping sessions as well, and if you choose to be a referral partner, then our business partners that have done Unleashed implementations will be able to assist you with the scoping session. So we will take some more questions if there are any questions, and then I'll continue to go through the process of the partner scopes and things like that as well. So Sarah, are there any more questions?
There aren't at this stage, no.
Okay, we will have some time for other questions at the end, but I believe, Rhys, you have to head off to a meeting.
I do,
I
yes.
just want to say thank you very much for your time on the call this afternoon.
Pleasure, thank you. I hope you find it useful.
Great, we do, definitely. Thanks. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. Bye now.
Okay, so now we have some time for frequently asked questions, and these have popped up since we've launched our brand new partner program from the 1st of April. So I'll run through these questions and then we'll have some time for a Q&A session as well. So how long does it take to become certified? It's approximately 1 hour per section in the Unleashed University, and there is a test at the end of each section. Can I sign up clients before anyone on our team is certified? Absolutely, yes. So when you have a client or a prospect that you think would benefit from implementing Unleashed, please contact us to organise a scoping session between one of our solutions architects, yourself and your client. You can just email sales@unleashedsoftware.com with the subject scope request or partner scope request if you're looking to become a partner. These 1 hour scoping sessions, they run through a program called GoToMeeting, and we have one of our solutions architects, yourself and your client, together in this virtual online meeting to determine a needs analysis, the right fit, and a Q&A from the client. So you'll know by the end of that time frame whether or not it's heading in the right direction or it may not be the right fit. It is advisable that you sit in on these teleconferences, as they do help build up your knowledge and confidence and help you to understand a side of your client's business that you may not have been privy to previously. So to cover the gap between signing up as a partner and certification, we will provide remote assistance with the implementation of up to 2 clients. That includes the scoping and going through to looking at the data that's going to be imported and so on. So this should give you enough time to get someone certified. And if you're a sales superstar and you need help beyond this, then on the technical side, we can address that at the time. Just let us know. Does your company hold the partner license or the certified employee? It's actually the company, and the certified employee is tied to your license. So if they change employment, then they will need to recertify. And what happens if a trained consultant leaves partway through the annual subscription period? Well, then you can reallocate that license to a new employee once you've deleted the other employee out, and this is done in the partner portal. So if the newly allocated employee is new to Unleashed, then they'll need to complete the full certification to become a trained consultant. What happens if you hire a trained consultant? So even though that they will have been certified as a trained consultant previously, they will still be required to recertify. And this is for your benefit because it may have been some time, and this will help you know that their knowledge is up to date as possible. You'll also need to become an Unleashed business partner if you're not already and pay the annual license fee. So in Australia and New Zealand, that's $199 ex GST. What happens if I let my business partner subscription lapse? So you'll lose your 20% reward and you'll detach from your clients, but we'll give you plenty of warning before that occurs. So we will also notify the clients to update their billing details within 4 days so that they can continue to use Unleashed and just pay us directly. After this, you'll no longer be able to log into those client systems with your partner license. Do I receive a reward if I sell an Unleashed University license to my client? Unfortunately, no. Everybody pays that $199 fee, and I guess your reward is that your client will have an enhanced knowledge of Unleashed. They'll have to pass the test as well. And it's a really good way to train them on the processes of using Unleashed. It's very comprehensive. So with regards to the 20% reward, that will be on Unleashed software subscriptions. And with the actual licenses themselves, the partner license is a separate training to the client training. So they won't see all of the information that you have under your partner portal. Yours is far more comprehensive. So another question that we have sometimes is, what if I don't want to become a partner or an Unleashed trained consultant, but I have clients who need inventory? Well, we can help. Hopefully that comes as no surprise. You can discuss your requirements with us and we'll be happy to refer your clients either to an Unleashed business partner who has previous experience in implementing Unleashed, someone like Rhys, for example, but we have many partners in all the states across Australia and other areas as well. Obviously, we're in 80 countries, as Rehan mentioned earlier. So to get in touch with us in regards to clients, you can just email sales@unleashedsoftware.com with the subject client referral, and we can connect you with an Unleashed business partner in your area. So we'll be in touch to discuss this with you. So if you can include your phone number on the email, that would be great. The other option, you can sign your client up as a direct client of Unleashed as well, and they can go through the direct channel, in which case they'll be able to get their support separately through the direct sales team. So now's the time for Q&A. So we'll just open up again. Sarah, if you could please facilitate any of the questions that have popped up, and I'll be happy to answer those.
Sure. So at the moment, we don't have any new questions. One question that that I actually replied to in the chat was, does this scope cost anything? So that one might be worth covering again, Hayley.
Sure. So what we offer is a complimentary 1 hour scoping session to all of our partners. And so what that means is for each client, sorry. So what it means is that in that 1 hour, you'll actually get to go through, hopefully your client has looked at Unleashed before, but if not, that's fine. What we do is we actually show you through Unleashed and get the client to ask questions. So that's completely free of charge. They can ask questions of our solutions architects, and that way you'll get an understanding. So I guess the best way to look at a scoping session would be that the solutions architects, if they were to come on site, their hourly rate is $250 per hour, including travel time. But for the price of the partner agreement, which is $199 next GST, you'll actually have unlimited scopes for each of your client opportunities that arise. So I think hopefully that will answer your question. But yeah, we're always here to help. We have a support team as well. So should there be follow-up from the scope, we offer that as well. So we're not just one time doing a scope and then you're on your own. We offer ongoing support as well as Q&A and follow-up from those scopes.
And Joe has another question. How can I find out more details about Unleashed to get an idea of how it works and looks? Is this just doing the 2-week free trial?
Sure. So there are a number of resources that we have on unleashedsoftware.com. You can sign up for a demo account. That can later be transferred into a partner account if you decide to sign up as a partner. But in the meantime, we do have webinars which are actually on our events page, and those will operate for 1 hour. There's a basic and an implementation webinar, and they will go through a lot of the things that you need to know, but it's covered in more detail in the Unleashed University. So effectively everything from how to sell all the way through to how to support Unleashed and to use Unleashed and to sort of assist with inquiries, that will be covered in Unleashed University. But for basic information, we have the events and we also have the client scopes, as I mentioned, as well as those YouTube videos that are on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so where can you go to find some more information? So if you would like to sign up to become a partner, you can visit unleashedsoftware.com, click on community, and then it will have an option to become a business partner. Then you just click on sign up now. If it's a scope that you're after for yourself and your client to go through their scenario, then you can just email sales@unleashedsoftware.com with the subject partner scope request. And please make sure to include your phone number on the email so that we can contact you to discuss your requirements in further detail. And it won't mean just because you sign up to have a scope that we're going to choose you to be through our direct channel or our partner channel. We'll discuss that on a one-by-one, case-by-case basis. For our contact information for general inquiries, you can email sales@unleashedsoftware.com, For all support inquiries, they just go through support@unleashedsoftware.com, and for marketing, we can go through marketing@unleashedsoftware.com. And this session has been recorded, so I believe it will be sent out to everybody. So should you have any questions, you can feel free to email us on the sales email address. Are there any more questions?
There has just one more that's popped through. Other than oh, sorry, he's just clarifying. So Colin's just asked, other than the $199 for the Unleashed University, is there any further cost to be a partner?
No, absolutely not. So there's a $199 ex-GST in Australia and New Zealand, and from there that will give you an annual membership, and from there you can start getting the 20% reward on the subscriptions. I think the only other thing to clarify is if you have more than one trained consultant, then they will have that additional fee, and that's because everybody has individual licenses under the Business Partner portal. So it's per user, per year.
Great. So that looks like the end of the questions, Hayley.
Excellent. Thanks everybody for your time this afternoon, and if anyone does have any further questions or follow-up, then feel free to email through to sales@unleashedsoftware.com and I'll give you a call. Hope you have a good afternoon. Thank you.